What's going on, my good people, my good people, my good brothers, my good sisters? Good morning. How are you? This is Lawrence D. Adams, and we are live again today. If you missed yesterday, you missed something that was powerful. Powerful, excellent conversation with Dr. C. Cooper. Got to bring her back on. If you missed yesterday, you need to go back and go look on YouTube and find that video and listen to it and leave a comment. If you're on Facebook, go back on Facebook and look at that. Look at what we talked about yesterday. I want everybody in the chat room, you there, leave a comment. How are you this morning, my good people? How are you? How are you? How are you? This is Lawrence D. Adams, and we're live today. Today we're talking about the power of naming your world. Naming your world. This is something that was talked about yesterday, and I didn't want to go back past the stop sign. So we're going to go right into it in a few seconds, wait for everybody to get into the back, get into it. So here we go. We're here. We're live. The power of naming your world. So we're going to definitely get into that. Let me get my lights in the background. If you guys are there, let's get this going. I know it take a minute for everybody to get going. And for tomorrow, there will not be a show tomorrow. There will not be a show tomorrow. There will not be a what show tomorrow. So I want you to know tomorrow, I will not be going live tomorrow. Maybe I record something and upload it and premiere it tomorrow, but I will not be going live tomorrow. So I want you guys to know that. So my good people, I didn't see people didn't jump in yet. I'm waiting for them to jump in. We can get started. But if you missed yesterday with Dr. Cooper, it was amazing. It was a good conversation. It was definitely a flow. There was a lot of things said that I think you need to go back and digest, because we can listen to something with our own perceptions and not realize that we filter all the information that we get through our own mindsets and on our own perceptions. And what happens is we miss what's really being said. And sometimes even we miss things because we're looking at the messenger and not the message. Let me say that again. There we go. I don't know what's going on, Joe. There we go. So look, what's going on? What's going on? Took a minute for it to upload. I'm not sure. I must be having slow internet. Salute, everybody. There you go. I knew it. I was waiting for my brothers. What's going on? So yeah. So you got to be careful. What happens is you can be so enamored, and this was with anyone, with the messenger, that you miss the message. Let me say that again with those in the back of the room. So many times you can miss the message because you're looking at the messenger and not really realizing that the truth that's being said is for you and is cutting like a knife. Let me say that again. What's going on, M. Ali? Good. So I want you to get that. So understand, don't miss the message because you're looking at the messenger. Because I'm talking to somebody right now. They need to hear that. Don't miss the message because you're looking at the messenger and you're trying to find out all the mess you can on the messenger and miss the truth. What's going on, Babe C? What's going on, everybody in the chat room? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I think it's loading up slow. That's all it is. Don't miss the truth of something because you're looking at the messenger and you looking for flaws and you looking for where they messed up at. So we're going to talk about the game of naming your world. We're going to get into it, but I have to say that because I've seen some stuff online. I've seen some stuff online where they're going after a particular content creator and trying to dig a mess about him, but they're missing the truth of the message. They're missing the truth of the message, and they're looking at the messenger and say, well, we're going to attack him. What the real problem is, they're freaking insecure because they're so sensitive. Let me say it again, because I know I just a little going there, but I have to say it. You're missing the message by looking at the messenger. And so you're going to find dirt. You're going to find they ain't this. You're going to try to find everything you can about a person to discredit what they're saying. It only shows that you don't want to face the truth and you don't want to deal with your insecurities and that you're weak. And it's a shame because now what we have is crabs in the bucket. We don't want to see someone else succeed and we attack them. This is Lawrence D. Adams. You see the shirt where it says the truth is censored. And it's pretty much true. The truth is what? Censored. So we're going to talk about the game. We know that we talk over here, the game. When we hear game, we always think I'm emphasizing this again. Game is just what? Strategies. That's all it is. But I have to emphasize this. Don't get caught up in and missing what's for you that's going to take you 5,000 steps ahead of those around you because you're looking at the messenger and missing the message. I have to say that. And that is the problem that we see in many communities. You miss out on vital information that's going to help you because you're looking at the what? Messenger. And you realize you're just as flawed as the messenger. You're just as flawed as the messenger. I have to say this. I have to emphasize that. The other thing I need to say is this. Don't think that your insecurities will not be revealed. So let's get going with the power of naming. But I have to emphasize that because people got this crazy thing that the people who say these things or the people who are on platforms are completely perfect and that we all got it together. We do not got it together. We fall, we make mistakes. And the moment a messenger can admit that they are flawed and that they make mistakes, that they do things, it's the quicker that people can relate to you and realize that you're working out what you're talking about, that you're working out what you're talking about, that you have not all the way mastered it yourself and that you're getting there. That is maturity. But for people to attack because now the light is on you, it's a problem. But I see it all the time on the YouTube streets, on Facebook and everything like that. And I want to talk about the Russell Wilson. I want to talk about Little Boosie, the whole situation right there. But it's the truth. Hey, yo, Jono, jump up, man. Oops, I hit the wrong. We don't want to do that. I just put something like that. Jump up, Jono, copy. I'm about to send you the link right now. Oh, here you go. Focusing on the messenger negativity will make you miss the mark. What's going on? That's a good point. I have to emphasize that. Yeah, my internet is slow. Focusing on the messenger negatively will make you miss the mark. Hit the like, everybody. What's going on, Ted? What's going on, baby? What's going on? Focusing on the messenger negatively will make you miss the mark. So I want you to understand that you cannot, when you start focusing on what the messenger did and looking at it as and how they messed up and things like that, and you miss the mark because you're not getting the truth that's being said. Man. I'm so tired of it on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. The nerve of people who never had nothing to say. Their life ain't worth 2 cents, but now they got something to attack against another person because they're attacking the person's character and not what? The message. So that's an ad hominem. So that's a what? An ad hominem. And so people missing it. They're missing it. They are missing it. And that's the sad part. I don't know what's up the internet, but everything is hooked up. But you're missing it. I don't understand how people are missing it. There you go. What's going on, bro? Let me add you on right quick.
What's going on?
What's going on, man? I know it's talk. I know the title is the game, the power of naming your world. I understand that, but I have to, you know, how something is on you, you got to address.
Absolutely. Yeah. See, what happens is,
And I think people,
we missing a message. You're missing the message when you took, especially when you don't understand why the person came up with it. Sometimes that message is not because they came up with the message for themselves or to get, views. Sometimes you're only speaking to one person, and it might just be you. It might very well be you. And what you have to understand is, get past the superficial, get past the clout that you're looking for, or the clout that you think this person look for. You really think somebody wants to take all their time during the week? You take 5 hours live, right? Then you take another hour preparing, right? You think you do that for, I'm not gonna expose anybody's bag, but trust me, it ain't paying for itself yet. You see what I'm saying? We're making an investment in your future for everybody here right now. So every word spoken is actually an investment in the channel and in your life. And if you take that for granted by looking at a personality instead of the purpose, we're gonna have a big problem.
and that's the sad case of scenario here, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Your people miss the nuggets of truth that will catapult their lives, their families, their relationships, whatever you're trying to do to the next level, because you missed the mark, like you said, and focusing on the messenger and not the message. The message is what's going to redeem you, what's going to bring salvation to you, what's going to change your life. But what happens is we have people who are insecure, thin skin, who can't take it when someone call them out on their crap.
Yeah. That's the true definition.
A lot numbers of just went down.
Well, hey, you know what? Truth is truth. And a lot of people, they don't realize that a mortal sin, the real mortal sin is not, all the fighting and all the, adultery and all that stuff. The real mortal sin, the real definition of sin is missing the mark. If you look it up right now, the definition of sin is missing the mark, which means you spent your time in something and you defined it the wrong way, and now you're messed up because you handle it negatively. Now the person has to deal with you, and that's a negative situation. It's like a double negative. You missed the mark. That's a real sin.
I wish people would get that, man. I don't know. It just is just heavy on me. Everyone has a problem everyone has an issue when someone calls you out. If you're not, listen, man, let me tell you something. People who really love you, it's going to tell you that your breath stink. It's going to tell you, though, you know what? Like right now, I know my live is messing up right now. John is going to talk to me afterwards. Yo, you know it's running slow.
Yeah.
You know it's blurry. You know your audio is messed up right now. That's that's love. Please understand, they call you out on your crap. And most people can't handle it because they're too thin-skinned and they're too enamored in their insecurities. And that's what the problem is. So you go on the attack because you can't take the light being shined on you.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like if you go to the doctor, they got to use light to see the problem. They got to use their wisdom to diagnose your situation. And you pay this person thousands of dollars. You look at the bill, you're upset, but yet at the end of the day, you know what you went through was purposeful. But you come on here and take it for free and get mad at the personality. I'm going to say it again, just to beat it in your head. You're looking at a personality instead of the purpose. Get away from the personality and get with the purpose. The personality is basically the key for engagement. But if you look at the message, then you'll be on the mark.
And that's it. That's completely it. It's something that's been brewing inside of me. So I seen the whole thing with Russell Wilson. I seen the thing with Little Boosie said about Lori, where's her name, Harvey. I see the whole thing with what was the other thing I seen? Lori Harvey, that. Okay, listen. Everybody got a butthole and want something they want to say. Got an opinion. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. But we're look, yesterday was good. Let's go back to what's yesterday. Good. What's going on at True Chat? What's going on, William? What's going on, Jonathan? What's going on? Oh, he jumped off. I don't know what happened. Jesus Christ. I don't know what happened. Gentlemen, what's going on, everyone? I don't know what happened. This is add to the stream. I'm not sure what happened.
Somebody's trying to
the internet don't.
Somebody's vibes is trying to kick us off.
Trying to make me be great today. Yesterday was right. Yesterday was amazing. How did you know about Dr. Cooper? That's the parts that you heard, Jonathan.
Oh yeah, I get on the tail end of that conversation. I think that was, very necessary to hear perspective, because some people think that the way your opinion is the only opinion. But guess what? The reason why you synchronize with, intelligent people is because you're vibing with, she's clinical, you know what I'm saying? So, you got to look at that situation even differently. And when you see a professional come up and vibe with you like that, then it validates the situation way better. You know what I'm saying? And you need more things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People agree with you in this channel and on this chat room because they vibe with you on a level. But when you bring in somebody didn't even hear the message, wasn't even work, in alignment this whole time, but all of a sudden they're in the same lane as you and doing the same thing. I mean, that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a good conversation. I think we're going to bring her back on. I'm going to also reach out to Pimp God, bring him back on. And I think it's good that we get, and I got another doctor is going to come on. She's a doctor of psychology. So the one was a doctor of theology yesterday. The next one will be a doctor. She's a doctor of psychology. Mm-hmm. So why am I bringing those people of those caliber there? What do you think, John? Why do you think I'm bringing people of caliber like this on?
Because it's necessary. I mean, it's necessary for you're building a foundation here, and everybody has to have, a message. And not everybody's gonna get the message through your words. They're gonna get it through the people who you connect with. Because I told you about the sheep again. Remember the sheep? Lead the sheep. Not everybody's getting led the same way. So you got to bring in the sheep that match up with the right sheep.
Mm-hmm. Same thing I told LDA, Jono. See? Jesus Christ. I know I had to train myself to value the opinions of people who are different from me, but I'm always cautious of people who don't show consistency between word and current actions. Very good point right there. So we want to get we're going to talk just a little bit about tomorrow. I'm not going to be live tomorrow. I want everybody to understand I will not be live tomorrow. I have to go to a funeral of the lady I was talking about, and I'm a pallbearer. I said armor bearer because I'm so used to being an armor bearer. I'm a pallbearer, so I will not have the show tomorrow in honor of her. So this will be the last show for this week. But I want to definitely talk about something that she said yesterday, Dr. Cooper, that was really interesting. She said that Adam, when God presented Eve, God pulled Eve out of Adam, right? What did Adam do? Adam named her. And so I want to talk about a little bit a power of naming her or naming your world. And I think a lot of men have forgot the power of naming their world. What do you say, Jono?
It's a commandment. God didn't, do a magic show and say, like, what did he say? He said, "Let there be light," which means he named it. He named it first, which means it was a commandment. A command. Sorry, say that. It was a command to create. And that's the thing. When you name your world, you're creating it. You're making it and bringing it to being by naming it. And a lot of people, they name their pain for the day by saying, "Oh, my back hurts." Oh, you commanded it. Oh, that's a pain in the butt. Well, guess what? Now your behind's gonna hurt. These are all commandments. The instructions that you're giving your subconscious to follow, not just to be out there. Oh, you know what? God knows what I mean. No, you know, God is right inside you. It's not somewhere else. God is right inside you, listening, getting ready to carry out your commands. Okay? When you eat a sandwich, your body commands, it carries out the commandment of digestion. When you breathe in the air, your body is instantly carrying out the command of absorbing the oxygen and feeding the cells. So when you open your mouth or even think in your mind, you know what? Today's not going to be a good day. Oh, it's a command. It's a command. And guess what? It's almost like it's like the tracks on the rail just got shifted, and now you're going to go down that path and you're going to go down that road because you pointed it that way. You think the train is going to you think the train can only go in one direction? No, you could shift tracks and end up on a whole different rail system, and you will never understand why. You think you're just going down there. Look what life's doing to me. Life is pushing me down the tracks and doing all this. No, you shifted the tracks. You put it on that road. You put it in the wrong direction, and you might be headed for another train head on because you aren't listening. You have to put yourself in a position of commanding the right things for your life and doing what you need to do to protect yourself.
Very true. You right on the money. So this all ties into Mondays. What I talked about the gorilla glue mindset. There's a negative. You could be gorilla glue mindset to what? To something negative or something positive. But this ties in even further to what I said Tuesday, and this tying in what Dr. Cooper was saying yesterday. But this is going a little further when we're talking about naming what your world. Reason why we're tying all this together, so you get it, because I want you to understand it. Is that you have the power to name. He said Adam named her. And so I think what happens is a lot of times men, and I'm talking to this because it's a men's channel, have not named her. So when any her shows up, the problem is you never defined or named the her that you want in your life.
Yeah. I mean, it's so apparent. Sometimes we constantly ignore the truth, and something happened just now while we were streaming, and I don't know if you realized it. You accepted that you were going to be chastised for your look, and you know what? The universe fixed it. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
You were chastising yourself because you knew what I would do and say, "Yo, dog. Look at the stream." You put the command out there that it deserves improvement, and look at that, it's already working in your favor. And that's the thing. People have to accept and move on. It's not just about saying it's going to be bad or it's going to be bad all the time. No, you have to decide you're going to move on, or else you're never gonna. It's like you're going to constantly accept the worst part of things instead of being in the next day. Okay, before the light there was dark, but creation starts in the dark. Okay, so when you go to the light, it's because you commanded the light to be. Okay, I was having a really bad day on Tuesday. I'm talking about, like, if I didn't solve my issue on Tuesday, I was going to be, out of my, because, long story short, I'm in New Jersey, but I got to take care of business in New York every once in a while. It's a pandemic. I don't want to go and, put myself and my family at risk and blah, blah, blah. But I had to take care of some major business. And I felt like, if I didn't take care of this day, I needed miracles. And I realized when you have done everything that you could do, then I say the universe, but in the religious world, I'm talking about God. I put it in God's hands to take care of the rest, because I literally waited as long as I could. I literally did all the steps I could take. And even when I made some phone calls, the place I was supposed to go to was closed. And I'm like, I got to take care of this day. Forget about the weather. I have responsibilities. I had to take care of this thing. And you know what? I just closed my eyes and I said, you know what? I'm going to go in faith. I'm going to remember that I bought a house that way. I'm going to remember I had, purchased things I never could afford. I'm going to remember that I'm put it right in God's hands because I need this win right now. And when I got to my location, the idea came to me, just do a quick Google search to replace the location I was supposed to go to. And all of a sudden, a highly rated replacement came up. I was able to go to that place. I went to the owner. The man looked at my situation. He knew I needed some help that day. So what he did was he just charged me the difference because he knew that if he helped me that day, I wouldn't have this problem no more. He said, and I'm going to put you in a position where you can go right online, update the result, and you're going to see it instantly. So it went from having a bad day to almost having all my problems solved with $100. And that's what you got to look at. You got to look at, I saw the solution and I didn't have the answer. I just went in faith. But if you walk around with this negative attitude, like, oh, no, it's not going to happen for me. Oh, it's not gonna, then you're not going to even have the foresight to accept what the universe has to give to you at that moment. Because you closed the door, you closed the mind, you made it dark. You didn't see the light. You didn't have no light in front of you. What you had was negativity. You didn't command it, and you have to command it. I commanded an answer. I named it the way you have your subject for that. I named it. I said, I'm going. I said, I don't want to be in traffic. I said, I don't want to be without an answer. Today's the day to solve this. Matter of fact, I didn't even have the money until that morning. And I wasn't even supposed to plan to go out that day because I didn't know if I was going to have the money. I drove out in faith. The money showed up. The location showed up. The answer showed up. The solution showed up. And then I was able to get back in my car and back home before traffic started. I was home before 4 o'clock. Who goes to, you've been to New Jersey. You can't get to Brooklyn from New Jersey and back in 2 hours. You can't do that.
No.
And I'm talking about, and have work done in your car. You'd never be able to do that. You'd never be able to do that.
No.
Everything. And it's because I just said, this is the way it's got to be. There's no other solutions. This is it. I got to do it this way right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the key people don't understand. You have the power to name your world or to create it with your words. Let's see what Tish said right there. She said, LDA, what you said, that's very important, especially because men choose his women. What you say that is important that men choose his women. We can like the man and have interest and attraction, but at the end of it, it's the man's choice. Let me say this: men control the interests of what? Of relationship, and women controls the interest in or the sex. Let's put it that way. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I ain't trying to be politically correct. Politically correct ain't gonna get you nowhere. We control the access to what? Relationship. Would you marry me? You control whether we get down or not. It's simple.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. So
it's like ruling bodies, and what happens is even though they have control, there's always the opposite influence. And if you can tap into those influences, you can get a result. And that's actually the beauty of relationship. That's the beauty of interaction with humans. The fact that the influence, even though you control one side, the influence still comes from the other side. And we all have to accept what our role is. If you don't accept that role, then you're never going to get a result. If you always think you're in a tug of war, you're not in a tug of war with this person. Okay. You're in what's called it's like a dance. You just did it. You did it just now. It's a dance. And what happens is, to get the result, you both have to be in the same vibe. You have to have the same motion and the same, you're in alignment. You're not really on top of the person. I don't mean like that, but you're not really on top, but the distance between you is important. You have to maintain a certain distance so that you are moving together. And if you maintain that distance, you get a healthy marriage. When I mean marriage, I mean together of like movement, and that motion makes a vibration, and that vibration is beneficial to both of you.
Definitely. There you go. That's what I was trying to get at. Thank you, Sigma. Men are the gatekeepers of relationship. Women are the gatekeeper of sex. Oh, did I say that too much? Of the sex.
Yeah, my kids running down the stairs. What's going on down there?
What's going on? What did he say? But so even with that, we have the power to name our world. So it's important that you realize, men, because this is a men's channel, and the reason why I keep emphasizing that is I want people to get it, that this is a men's channel. The power to name something is the power to determine is what? Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
When you name something, you determine how it's going to function and the purpose of it in your life. And what happens is a lot of men have not taken the time and named not just the woman, but their situation, their whatever they're going through, their business, whatever in their life, and they're wondering why things are not going the way they need to in their life. It's because you have not named it, and you have not defined it, and you have not realized the purpose of it. See, it's no need to get a woman if you don't know the purpose of her.
It's true. It's true. Why waste your time? Why waste your time if you don't have a reason for this person to be, even if it's a short-term reason, or even, I mean, hey, guys are gonna be guys, right? Like, listen. If you don't wake up in the morning with the answer on your mind, every action you take that day is never gonna lead up to you getting anything. When I mean getting it, you're not gonna get it. And I'm gonna speak on this because this is what's wrong with. I'm not gonna say what's wrong with, these sites that we can go to. Hopefully the message just got out what I just said there. The sites you potentially could go to, the pictures you could look at, and all that stuff like that. It's a distraction. It's a distraction. It takes away from your focus. And I'm not saying that those things are wrong, because in some healthy applications it works great. But if you use it to substitute your creativity, you're going to run into a major problem. Your game won't work. Your game won't work at all if you make it too easy with a lotion bottle and a website. I'm messing with everybody right now.
The gunshots on that one.
I don't care how often you think you need it. If you challenge yourself to get it from the person that you really would get satisfied from, you will enhance your creativity. I promise you that. I promise you that.
I want to change the title of this song, this thing right here.
It's still about commanding. It's still about naming it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you wake up in the morning and say, I name the way I'm gonna get mine today, and it's gonna be by Miss Palmer, that's not gonna work.
Or it's gonna be for the ladies, or by the bullet.
By
the what?
The pocket rocket ain't gonna work today. Okay. I had a very interesting conversation. I won't say with who, and he told me, listen, that thing don't work as good. It even works better when a man is using it on me. You see what I'm saying? It don't work. It doesn't work that great when she has to use it. You know why? Because she wants that interaction. You see what I'm saying? And you know why it don't work though? If she could say that off the dome, it's because she commanded it to be that way. She says my equipment don't work unless a man is involved.
Yes, wow and wow. But
if it doesn't work with a man and you need to do it on your own, you commanded that. You commanded that. I hope I'm not getting too crazy for some people, but this is the truth. Creativity literally starts with your physicality. You can't create nothing until you can create the way you're happy.
Stay right there. Let's stay right there. You can create nothing until you create your happiness. And if you think, was many times we misuse our creative power when it comes to sex or our sex drive, and not realizing that is the power to create things in our life. I got a story, but I can't, man.
You ever heard of comfort food? Comfort food is a replacement for the happiness that you're missing sexually. Why people you think is getting overweight? Because they're gonna go eat a sandwich or they're gonna go eat some pie because they just have not figured out how to rewire their brain to say, listen, first of all, ain't not one woman that should have a problem getting anybody. If you knew what was going on in a guy's head, you could literally command somebody over your house right now. You wouldn't.
Whoa. Let's go back. Rewind. Say that again, bro, because you hitting on all cylinders today. What's going on, Alfie?
Women are, first of all, there's a reason why there's 7 times more guys looking for women
right.
on these, dating sites and stuff like that. It's like 7 to 1. So yeah, the really pretty light-skinned guys, they get the first dibs. But think about it. The woman could just command it. Okay, she could just command it. It doesn't matter what you look like. If you knew it was in a guy's head about what he wants, it has nothing to do with a look. It's about receptacle. I'm trying to keep it real professional. It's about receptacle, and you have one. You have about 3 of them.
Yeah, boy. We went holy
interaction. You can have it. It's the guys that really have the biggest challenge with the convincing. But if you have game and if you have strategy, you can win. You wouldn't have to worry about it. I didn't do too well in between relationships that were permanent, like a marriage. But during that time, I actually had to deal with the whole dating situation, and I hated it because I was like always on the prowl. My drive was a little bit different. So, and I wasn't going to settle for me. Okay, I wanted to settle for a partner. So I was literally lining up all of my replacements for my previous situation. And it was hell. It was hell for me because I felt, look at all this time. I could be creating a company. I could be creating another business venture. I could be creating another income stream. No, I'm sitting here thinking about where I'm going to listen. The single life is not for me, because if I got to think about that, I'm not going to be thinking about creating. My primal instincts kick in. Like, okay, who am I texting? Who am I going to line up? Even the people who I didn't want to hang out with, I just wanted to keep the thing going. And I'm speaking in inferences because I want to keep it professional. But I'm just telling you, you got to make sure that you don't replace your happiness with comfort. I say that all the time, actually. Mm-hmm. Don't replace your happiness with comfort, because comfort will mess you up. You want to be happy, so your goal should be to get to the happy part.
And it's funny you say that, man, because when what's so important. I'm gonna get to you. What's going on, look at my sister right there. Hey, look at that. That's good. That's my home girl. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my home girl right there. Woo! What if you want a divorce but too soft to tell your wife? Oh,
well, it's not about soft, really. It's about lying to yourself in the mirror. Okay. And I can speak on this because I've been through it. The faster you get that part of your life out of the way, the faster you'll be on the healing process, because you shouldn't jump into the next relationship right away. You should take at least a year off after the divorce. And then you should definitely look with an unbiased opinion, to the next woman. But if you haven't healed and you're still in the old relationship, how are you going to get to your next level? So it's not about you're too soft to talk to the wife. You have not decided that you want the next level of your happiness in your life. Sometimes people just, evolve out of the relationship, and it's okay. Nobody says you have to stay in it, something that you thought was happiness and now it isn't. You could try to work on it. You can go get some counseling, but once you've exhausted all those ideas, you should be moving forward. You should be moving forward.
Right. And yeah, that's big fact. Oh, shoot, look. Dog, everybody want to pop up. Look who here. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Whoa! What's up?
Everybody's here today. Let me before you say something, Alfie. Yo, so even with the divorce, I want to make sure you emphasize this, because we're not telling you to divorce or not to, because you ain't about to get us no. But I will say this: you must exhaust all possibilities and make sure that you can work it out before you go any further.
Absolutely. I always
Don't.
point people back to me because you know what? I watched my parents have a marriage of more than 50, 55 years. And I've seen members of my family happy. I've seen members of my family unhappy. What I'm telling you is you made these choices for a reason. Even if it was subconscious, you made these choices. So you should either figure out the cost of being with them or without them. And if you weighed all those costs, then you've made an intelligent decision to move on or save it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Alfie. What's going on, bro? You muted.
What's up, bro? Your mic's muted.
Your mic's muted.
Okay, you up.
Oh, what's going on? I'm just coming from the grocery store. I just wanted to show support to my brothers and stuff while I can, you know.
I feel you, man.
Always want to bless the brothers with the positive energy and stuff. And I'm around real positive energy too, so I'm in a real good mood too. You know?
See, man, your mom dropped some jewels, boy. She was that game. I see where you get the game from. Your mama.
Yeah. The whole time, bro, they thought it was the Ghost Rider, man.
You thought it was the Ghost Rider. It was really the mother writing the script.
Right. That's what happens when you had a game in your soul. You don't have to have nobody else write things down and read them to you. Because guess what? Let's pretend that guy was my Ghost Rider. I know how to say his lyrics better than he do.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something really slick, man. I caught what you said. You know what's the thing about it is because most people we're talking about the game, the power of naming something. Your mother poured inside of you through words and through actions to create the man that you are today. When I heard her talk and I heard her cadence and how she said certain things and the way she said things, I realized what we're seeing is as a result of a woman who poured inside of her son.
Boom. That's facts.
And I think we missed it. We miss it because you wonder why is he like that? Or why am I like that? Why is Jono like that? You got to realize her words created what? What's going on, mama?
Oh, what's up, baby? You so good.
All right. See what I'm saying?
You know it's all about me, don't you, boo boo?
Oh, I see. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? You can hear it in the game. Can't you hear it, Jono?
Yep. That's swag.
Yeah. It's not all about me, boo boo. See that? She knew how to see. She already stroking our ego already.
Absolutely.
And see, people don't understand the dynamics of that because she poured inside of you, man. She lived it in front of when she said she seen you on the step getting your hair braided by what? Girls. She said, oh, I got a problem on my hand.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we went in last night, bro. I was on Sir Ism stuff. I should have linked you. I gotta send it to you. Blackjack got on there. They went for 8 hours, bro. I was on there for like 3. And Angry Man got on there. It was funny, bro. It was funny.
Angry Man?
Yeah, Angry Man was on there. Topaz was on there. Who else? Somebody else was on there. Sir Ism. It was lit, bro. I can say that. It was all type of roast sessions and hookups and women beaming up and campaigning. It was classic. You gotta make sure to subscribe to Sir Ism LDA, so because he be having the open panels and this should be hella funny, bro.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to do that.
He has a cyborg. That's what he be saying.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure people get what just this classic example, what we're talking about, the power of naming, the words that how she named you. How she framed her words around you created the person that you are today. How you deal with women is what you've seen with your mother.
Finesse. Y'all heard that what she said? She was working at Neiman Marcus. They wanted some Gucci /Gucci. Come on, bro. It's bars. She said they could come up there for Gucci, man.
You see what I'm saying, Jono, man? This people don't get it, man.
It's true. You have to honor. I mean, it's if you don't honor your especially your parents. I mean, they've been pouring into you your whole life, you know, or at least accept it. We were just talking about that. You know, we talked about that before. Like, people look at the person and not the message. What if you judged your parents based on their experiences, but you ain't take the wisdom and learn from it? You know what I'm saying? Not all wisdom is a chalkboard. You know, some wisdom is literally watching a train wreck and realizing how not to get into one.
Right. Right. That's funny because because your mother was doing she still got it. She got so much. I don't know. Your mother got so much game, man. I'm scared it might be too potent for YouTube.
Start you a channel. They keep saying it.
Yeah, Mama. They said Mama Alfie geez Louise. But because this the thing. This where men miss it because of their ego. And I'm talking to you, brothers. This older woman you can learn from. Let me say that again for the people in the back of the stadium. This older woman, you got to learn how to seek out wisdom, because what she can say to you in just a 2-minute conversation can put you up for 10 years of advancement.
It's true. It's true. I accept all wisdom from anybody with more experience than me. And the same thing now that I have my own children, you have your own children. You know, it's like when you start to realize those like short sentences where it's like, listen, baby, don't do that. Don't do that. And go do this. Like you start thinking like, you know, there's some powerful background in those simple words, because they see it. It's like they see it like it's a vision, because they know it's like almost like deja vu to them. Like, you're about to make the same mistake I did, or I did it this way. Just do it this way, baby. Watch me show you the right way, because I'm gonna make this so easy for you. You're gonna think it was a problem because you worried about it. You got all this anxiety about it. But watch me fix it in 5 minutes. Nothing like a parent, nothing like mama to do that for you.
You and John, LDA. I'm gonna drop a gem too. You know this, and this is my opinion. This is the reason why most cats not successful in life and dating, because they don't reflect, right? That's why I am successful. It's not because I make the best moves. It's that I reflect on our moves and figure out how to make better moves, right? I can use the best makeup. The best example I can use is, good morning, Monique, is a breakup. Me and you can date the same woman. Hey, BC, did you look at that video, BC, or not? Because you need to go back. We can be dating the same woman and had the same breakup. Now, me, I'm gonna look, just for instance, like the last relationship that I was in, committed or whatever you want to call it. Even though she broke up with me, for different reasons, but I was able to hold myself accountable of the shit that I was doing wrong, because I had became needy and a little controlling and stuff like that. Now, why? It's not that I'm a needy person. It was my mindset is like, shit, I got hoes this whole time and all of this. So if if I actually upgrade you to a title, girlfriend, and exclusiveness, hell yeah, I want everything. Like, you're telling me maybe, you're telling me you gotta see. Like, hold on, well, what the fuck? I might as well be single, because when I'm single, I ain't gotta see, I ain't gotta wait. So where's the prize? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting more cooperation being single, putting out less effort.
Yeah, when you hold yourself accountable, criticism can, constructive criticism. I don't want to just say like people just complaining, but constructive criticism can actually work on you. Okay, when you hold yourself accountable first. And what you're showing us right now is that even though there was some other issues, you could see where you applied to the problem, and if you can do that, you almost for sure won't make the same mistake next time.
Yeah, because I had too much expectation. It's like I had to learn. Yeah, I had to learn this. See, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking like, okay, this is the way I can say it. It's like the Superman Clark Kent analogy. I'm looking at myself like Superman, and she looking at me like Superman too. But once we conform to a relationship and we are living together and shit, I'm Clark Kent now. She know, and it's like, but I still want the Superman treatment. But I had to realize she don't see me as Superman no more. How do you see Superman? He fly, yeah, man. He flies around, save people, and then you don't see him no more. So that mystery is what brought her in. But when she get to see me every single day digging in my nose, my stomach hurting, I don't feel like this, me whining, if I'm see it, boom, it goes down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at it as how men date, because men, even though relationships don't have equity, they kind of do in a somewhat for men, because men look at, just like you'll hear a man and he'll be like, oh, you know, I ended up marrying this woman because she held me down when I was broke. You know, she held me out mentally and spiritually and stuff like that. And that's how we think. But women don't think like that. They pretend to think like that, but if you don't satisfy them in the moment, they off. See, guys, they'll be like, well, she fucked up, but she got this long list of things that she did, so I see the bigger picture. See, women sometimes don't see the big picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can buy them flowers Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, get them a car on Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, you ain't giving me no attention. Us men are like, what the fuck? I just gave you. But see, it's different for men and women. We're not the same, but people expect us to love the same, but we're two different creatures.
And that's what most people don't.
It's probably better never to start, you know, giving them flowers and then stop that process than to ever do it in the first place. You see what I'm saying? You should basically start off with what you think you can do consistently. If you want to call them every morning, call them every morning. If you're going to call them in the afternoon, call them in the afternoon. But keep up the consistency. There's no success. Even the success in this show. The success in this show is not in the fact that, you know, it's a whole bunch of, you know, great forces and personality. It actually is the fact that you're willing to do it at the same time every day. And people gravitate to that consistency. People gravitate to being part of that group. People gravitate to being part of something that looks like it's formed and it is organized.
I think that's what most people don't. That's what most people. Let me get this, because you said something powerful, Alfie. Consistency is the fact. I think that most people, men. Let me get this to the men, because I'm talking to you, brothers. Your consistency first with your own life is going to be reflected in the relationships or reflected on your external lives. And I think a lot of people miss that. You have not been consistent with yourself. So how in the hell you think a woman's going to be comfortable with you? Because you're not consistent with yourself. You do things off and on. I'm on and off. How is a woman really going to be down with you if you're not consistent with yourself? How can you act? How can you demand consistency from her and you're not consistent with yourself? It is a call. Go ahead. It's a call for men to step up.
You know what it also taught me too is it taught me to just give because you want to give. See, when I was younger, I would say if I went to dinner, I took a chick to crab and lobster dinner. In my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this for her, but she need to act like this because of this. And then I'd be disappointed because I'd be like, well, fuck, nigga, what the fuck I do this shit for? Like, you know, you said, oh, I'm so hungry. I got a taste for some crab and some steak. So we go have crab and some steak and we have a fine dining dinner and shit, right? And then when we on our way driving back, my ex will text me and shit. And why is your ex still text? So then my whole effort is gone because of something else. Like, damn, I showed you. I can't control who texts me and they text me. Are you mad? Oh, what she want for you? You must have been talking to her. So then my whole gesture is thrown out the window. And now I'm pissed because I didn't get the vision that I sought for my gesture.
And so
that's
a good point right there. And let me emphasize this because we have 5 minutes. Let me say this. You just said something that probably give a couple good. Very good point. You must, I started okay. You must give because you want to give with no expectations. Guys, let me take my glasses. Let me wipe my face off. When you give, you must give with the point of with no expectations of getting anything back. Maybe not from an individual, but with the thing of I'm giving because I want to give. And I think people miss it. So if you're giving her a glass of wine, you're giving her a glass of wine.
Let me even break it down to the way that people care about sex. See, I understand that language, right? So say if I go down on a woman, I'm expecting for her to do it to me. Like, okay, my turn. It can't.
You just killed my Facebook crowd. Look at. His kid Facebook went. On church, he was talking about Jesus yesterday, and now he's talking about what's the word you call that? He was scatting on the cat. But okay, go ahead, man.
Yeah, well, it's just like, I'm doing it to make her pleased, but in real life, it's because I want to initiate her to please me, and that's the wrong reason to do it. If I want to put her to bed, then that's what I want to do. But it ain't. I want to put her to bed because I want some
in return. Yeah, that's true. What you got to say, Jonathan?
Listen, I mean, we went from heaven down to the flesh anyway.
Hey, LDA, that trick do work because you know the drop that I did with my mom. Remember I was telling you, like, because we were color cussing on there. You know that we were cussing and doing all this stuff, but it's still green though.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's all you got to do. You can say whatever you want. You just you can't say it in the beginning because we went off. I was talking shit to the guy. Everything. No, it didn't matter. I got a green one though, not even yellow. So that's how you do it, bro.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I was surprised. I thought it was gonna go to yellow after they scanned it. I was like, damn, it's still green. Okay, that's the formula.
See, I think what happens is when you walk into a situation with expectations, you're already going to be disappointed. And the thing is, you need to, if you already had an idea what the result was and you could see it, as opposed to making it somebody else's responsibility, you get a much better result. And I'm telling you, like, we have a big problem with that. We can't differentiate the vision of the end and expectation from something. We don't know the difference. We think people are just supposed to behave a certain way because you did your part. No, it's the give and take is because you saw it that way and you both see eye to eye and you know that you both are contributing to the result. We can't get past the fact that you expected something. If you expected something, you might as well just open your mouth and say it, as opposed to, waiting for somebody to have this like psychic ability. You know what I'm saying? And you're probably better off just telling somebody, like, if you wanted something a certain way, just come out and say it. You're not gonna if you look selfish, so what? Listen, I'm willing to do everything to take care of you. Here, this is exactly what I want, and then you got to the point. And that's it.
I'm gonna give the most simplified example that I feel like anybody in this chat, even Sweet Pea, can understand. It's like and the reason why I'm thinking this because I just came from the grocery store with my mom. She about to cook me some scrapple and stuff. That's some like down south stuff. So we about to have a scrapple party, which is like liver meat. So this is the thing. So if we walk in from the grocery store and I see a man on the street and he's like looking hungry, and let's say I gave him $10 and he didn't say thank you. Now I'm pissed. Damn, you ain't gonna say thank you. So what am I giving to receive validation, or am I giving?
Stay right there. Now we back. Now we came back to the Bible. Well, we was at the strip club for a second. But now we come back to the Bible now.
You was at the Madam's house.
But being layered and multi is game in itself. We need to be able to go to the strip club, church, the bedroom, whenever we want to.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Because most people cannot do that. They don't have the fortitude or the ability, the grace to go into different areas and still maintain the game.
Where do you find out the creators in all things,
Say that again?
The way do you find out the creators in all things? He created that and this. So who's to say which one was right and which one was wrong? You can't. It's impossible to believe that the creator didn't create anything that you consider negative.
Y'all done turned my show into a hole. It's the O's in this house. But no, it's good because you know why? Everything that we're saying ties back to what we're talking about, because we talked about earlier before you guys come on. I talked about you got to stop looking at the messenger and start looking at the message, because you can look at the messenger and miss what's being said. Second thing, when we're talking about game, the power of naming your world, we're sharing right here with men how they can name their world. Now, here you come talking about the power of giving. Are you giving with expectations, or are you giving out of the purity of your what? Of your heart. So everything is, and then John was giving his example. Everything is what? Turning so that you men first, because this is a men's channel, because I'm going to emphasize this again, recharging manhood, that women come along and listen to and learn how men are thinking. Intelligent men are thinking so that you can have a better relationship with yourself first and with anyone else that you're trying to interact with. And I have to emphasize that here because it's very important.
You want to hear something funny? People who walk around with expectation on their mind are missing the one element that would have gotten the result they were looking for, which would have defined that expectation. It's the intent. They didn't really have the correct intent in the first place. If you don't give with the right intent, how could the reason why you're stuck with expectation and not a result is because you never put out the right intent in the first place.
I'm gonna drop another bomb too.
Women pick up on
another bomb real quick. I mean, I'm gonna drop a bomb and split it open in the middle too. And this ain't even game. This is some wisdom. Put wisdom in the chat. That's what y'all need to put, because this is true life. If you give with intent to receive anything, whether that's validation, whatever it is, when people feel that, not only will you not get what you want, people won't even want to receive from you.
It's true. They don't even want you to give them no more.
It's not a good feeling knowing when somebody keeps score with you.
Say that again.
I done paid that price.
Say that again.
I left you with a trench coat. Do you still have it? You gave
it.
Which trench coat, Mom? I don't know.
The traditional beige one. I left.
I probably got it, Mom.
Say that again.
Hold on, I'm talking. Yeah, it's all good. I said when you always that you want to drop some bars.
I got a couple seconds. Right, I got a couple seconds, y'all.
If you always giving and you keeping score, it's going to make people stop wanting to receive it.
Oh boy.
That's facts. What was your intention when you put that out in the universe? That's the only way you're gonna know what the result was.
Just like sometimes dudes want to take women on dates, right? And they like, damn, she flaking. Why is she flaking on me? Because I'm trying to take her out to her favorite restaurant, In-N-Out Burger. And she flaking on me. She said she was dying for that. Yeah, because she know that you want to smash, and that's why you're taking her to In-N-Out Burger. It ain't because she's actually hungry. You feeding her because you want to feed her. This is unlimited bars, bro. I'm telling you, you feeding her because you want to feed her, not because she hungry. Because you got something else for her. That's why you want to feed her.
Exactly.
You know,
she feel like the cow in grazing in the pasture. The cow know at some point you're gonna chop me up and eat me. So let me just go enjoy my grass. Like let me just be. Ain't gonna interact with you. It's like you're putting yourself in a position where there is no two-way street, and they just want, let me get mine first before you take what you're gonna take. If I let you, that's no way to live. That's no way to live.
Well, I have to get ready to go. You guys are trying to preach past my time of 1:30. You keep going on and on, dropping wisdom and bombs. So it's time for me to close this MIC, MUSE, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse down. It's time for me to close it down, brothers. I have to get ready to go. Y'all dropping too many bars. Y'all gonna have me right at the point, just switch clothes and jump right into going right to my job. But I gotta say, okay, we got. What did you say, Monique? Because I know you absolutely right. If my mailman is drunk and I'm going to Stop going to the mail where we get the message. Right. Whoa, wait, whoa. That's good right there. I'm trying to, I see what you just said. You're right. If my mailman, I knew, and it's funny you say that. If my mailman is a drunk, I'm not going to stop going to my mail, stop getting my mail,
Yeah.
and forget the message. We had a drunk mailman, so that's a whole nother conversation. We did. That's what's so funny. He was a professional drunk.
Another example, when I'm back at home, it's a guy called Mr. Man. He knows my mom. So when I see him approaching, he don't want to say hi to me. He want to talk about my mom. So I avoid him. I be like, oh, here's this cat girl. I don't want to, because I already know where it's going to go. How your mom doing? Tell her I said hi. Man, my mama don't care about you, obviously.
Yo, we got to go, man. Y'all.
Follow me on Instagram.
Y'all guys have a good one. This is LDA. We didn't win all around. We went from the highest heights to the lowest lows. Strip clubs to those hoes. To the church pews to the preachers speaking. This is LDA.
When the channel come in, bro?
I just started it.
Why you disrespecting the culture by not helping the people on YouTube? You gotta want it.
And we're gonna be up on it very shortly. LDA will tell you. I started my channel a couple days ago. We're putting some content up there right away.
It'll be the Gray Care Period Chronicles, the show, because I got gray too, but y'all just can't see it. I got gray. I know y'all think I'm 30. I'm 40. I ain't no 30.
Hey, listen.
Oh, gee.
I like that number. I like that number. It's in my name.
What number?
4.
Oh, that's the number for today. Thank you, everybody. 40 is the number.
Number 40.
40 is the number for today. You guys, why we say 40? Because I want you to get this. With everything that we're saying, you have the power to create your world and to name your world. It doesn't have to take 40 days. It doesn't have to take 40 days or 40 minutes or even 40 seconds. It only takes 40. It only takes you to decide that this is what you want to do. So 40 is the number that we're talking about today. So I want you to understand when you see 40 today, I want you to really tie into what we're talking about. You have the power to name your world today. And you can it can happen in 40 seconds, 40 minutes, 40 days, or even 40 whatever. But I want you to get that. This is the Alpha Kingdom. Jono, this is Lawrence E. Adams. LDA is out. You guys are trying to get me in trouble, going past an hour. You know that. Oh, reminder, there will be no show tomorrow. There will be no show tomorrow. I have to go to her funeral. I am a pallbearer, and I have to honor. See, they asked me where your show at, Jono.
It's coming.
So I will not. There will not be a show tomorrow. I have to be a pallbearer. I have to honor.
Yeah, no show for me tomorrow either.
Yeah.
Y'all getting a treat from seeing me. Y'all think people been thinking I'm dead because I ain't doing no shows, and I'm popping up right here.
Yeah. But yeah.
We'll be back on Monday, man. It's 7:30. We just chilling right now.
Yeah, no show for me tomorrow. I want everybody, so you understand the reason why I already pretty much prepped you earlier this week about what I have to do for us with this funeral, and I have to participate in that. So I want to honor the woman that. So you guys have a great day. LDA, Alpha Kingdom, and Jono. Wow, look at this. Tag team. We out of here. Let me get this music. Let me dab this in. Y'all trying to boom.